Okay, I've got three things for you guys today in this video. The first thing is going to be changing out the spark plugs on the 2019 4Runner. Second, I've got some Meguiar's black restorative stuff, a real quick little snippet on that. And then lastly, I buffed out some scratches on the 4Runner. Changing the spark plugs on the 4Runner was pretty easy. The things I ran into trouble with are the types of things that you don't normally see, right? Like trying to get electrical connections apart somehow mystifies me. It's always difficult. It always involves a screwdriver, jamming it into my hand, bleeding, stuff like that. But I did eventually get all the clips undone once I figured them out. There's a really neat feature on the 4Runner. Right by the firewall, there's actual tray where you can put bolts and nuts and things as you take them off the engine. I don't know if this is by design, but I think it's absolutely brilliant. If you're working on a 5th gen 4Runner, it's the first vehicle I've seen that has this little tray up there. And at least that's what I'm using it for. And it was absolutely brilliant and I loved it. So you don't lose your nuts, your bolts, and other fine little things as you're working on the engine. On the driver's side, I couldn't get the exhaust pipe off. There's a little pipe that goes from the engine to the exhaust. No idea what it's for, but on the passenger side, I was able to get it off. And on the driver's side, I couldn't get the bottom two bolts off. They were stripped, kind of rusty. I hit them with PB Blaster. They were not going anywhere, so I left them. And I was able to snake out the little part of the engine to gain access to the spark plugs. And then lastly, senior moment for me, I was just totally brain dead. I had actually changed two of the spark plugs on the driver's side, got everything apart, put a little grease on the coil pack thing, and then reassembled everything. And then as I'm cleaning up my tools, I noticed one of the spark plugs was still in the socket. I'd never put that spark plug back in. So that added 20 minutes to the job. Overall, it took me I would add up about 2 hours over 2 days. I couldn't get all done one day because I had stuff going on. If I was going to do it again, it would go a lot quicker. I know exactly what to do, and that's with anything right in life. Whenever we do it at a second time, it tends to go faster. The dealer wanted $850 to change my spark plugs. I did it for about $85, $90 with tax for 6 new Iridium spark plugs, and then I used it as an excuse to pick up a couple other little sockets and tools that I, for some reason, didn't have in my toolbox. So, you know, $100 and got some tools I'll be able to use on future projects as well, too. And so, yeah, I like to think that we saved anywhere from $400 to $700 changing the spark plugs ourselves. So enjoy the video, and thank you again for joining me today. All right, one other product I've been messing around with is this Meguiar's Ultimate Black Plastic Restorer. The 4Runner is, you know, only 5 or 6 years old, 120,000 miles. And this little black section here, I'm going to put it on there and see if it makes it glossier. I'm gonna dab a little on here. There you go. Yeah, it made it nice and a little bit glossier. It looks a little bit newer. Worth a shot. And like they say, you might have to do 2 or 3 applications, but a little bonus content for you. Hey, I'm here to find out if Meguiar's Scratch Eraser Kit can fix our scratch here. Stay tuned. Okay, so my brother last Christmas hit the 4Runner and scraped it with his, what the heck's he got, FJ Cruiser. Which ironically is based on the 4Runner. So 2 4Runners coming together, and it's scratched here. There's a dent there, scratch, 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 and it popped out there. We're gonna see if this Meguiar's thing can do anything to help that out. I'm skeptical, not because Meguiar's isn't a great company. I just think it's between my ability and what's going on with this stuff. We shall see. And actually this little crease here looks like that was prior damage, I think, when I bought it. So let's see. Okay, full disclosure, this Meguiar's kit is actually for fine scratches and blemishes, so that's also why I don't think it's necessarily going to work that great, but I still wanted to check it out anyways. It includes an orange, like microfiber cloth, this Scratch X fine scratch and blemish remover, and this pad that goes right into your drill. And that was interesting. I haven't gotten like one of those buffer things yet, but I did want to try this with my drill. We are going to use the drill on a medium speed. So 16, we're going to go right around 8, 7, we're going to go 7. I'm going to push this down to 1. Okay. We're going to shake up this Scratch X 2.0 fine scratch and blemish remover, 4 fluid ounces. We're going to put it on here in an X. Oops. Boy, that kind of looks like an X, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Okay. Can you guys see that? I put the Scratch X fine scratch and blemish remover in an X pattern, just like the directions said. Okay, now we're going to do 4 to 6 passes on this thing and see if it does anything to the scratches. Okay, so I did 4 to 6 quick passes with this. Then I squished this down into a damp cloth so that I can clear off the excess goo that's on here. And then now I'm going to polish it with 4 to 6 passes of this. All right, now let's wipe it up and see how we did so far. All right, so that looks better. And I think it did the job within reason. There are still scratches here. I think I might try and hit it a second time. This ding is still from the original when I bought it, so that did not magically go away. This is a plastic bumper, so I don't know if that's good or bad, but, and then there's a couple marks right here, and this is still popped out. We might take this apart and take a look at that, but this looks better. But overall, I mean, it looks a lot better, you guys, and I washed it yesterday, so it's not like that big marking was just something that, you know, a car wash could have taken care of. But I think I'm going to hit it again a second time and just see if that improves just some of the scratching in here. I think this is permanent, a couple of these marks, but overall, you know, for whatever, 5, 10, 15 bucks, whatever this Meguiar's kit cost, I could definitely see it working really well. I wonder if on metal it would work differently or better than the plastic bumper here. But it seems like it works pretty well on this plastic. I'm assuming, yeah. I mean, it's a plastic bumper and they painted it, right? So just like they paint the metal. Let's hit it again. All right, there we go. I hit it with some quick detailer and some wax there. And gosh, it looks pretty good. Let's get the camera out and I'll show you guys kind of where we're at. Okay, so it's really tough to see because of all the reflections this morning, but I guess that's good, right? You don't see that scratch that we had before. Now you do see it here and some other places. Those are not going to go away, I don't think. But most of the scratching in here, you could still see it, but it's pretty much gone, you guys. Like, it doesn't. I wish you guys were here with me right now. You can see it looks a lot better. And if we step away, I mean, geez, if you were buying this, you'd be like, you know what, it's got a little ding on the back, but it's not a deal breaker because it's a 4Runner, right? And then this scratch was from before anyways, and I obviously didn't mind that. There's a little bit of a scratchy going on right there, but boy. Okay, so there you have it. I would give the Meguiar Scratch Eraser Kit an A+. I think it worked out really well. Did it totally solve my problem? No. Did I expect it to totally solve my problem? No. But it looks a lot better. So, you know what? I think it was worth playing with. And if you have smaller scratches and things, I bet you this thing would work like a charm. So I don't work for these people, but you know, hey, I love trying out stuff and sharing it with you guys. So if you like the video, hit like, hit subscribe. Appreciate your support of the channel and my videos. I do enjoy making them, and I love sharing the, going on these little adventures with you guys in person. So have a good one. Be good to each other.